For decades, the super SUV was built on one brutal assumption: mass always wins. If you wanted luxury, space, speed, and status in one machine, you had to accept the penalty. More leather meant more weight. More structure meant more inertia. More power meant a bigger engine, more heat, more fuel, and more mechanical violence. That was the deal. Lamborghini, Ferrari, Porsche, and the rest of Europe's performance elite tried to overcome the problem the old way by forcing heavy SUVs forward with V8s, V12s, complex drivetrains, and generations of motorsport mythology. But the Xiaomi YU7 GT changes the question. This is not just another electric SUV chasing headlines. It is a 2.4-ton luxury machine claiming nearly 990 horsepower and a top speed of 300 kilometers per hour, numbers that should not belong inside something shaped like a family hauler. And yet the real threat is not the horsepower. The real threat is the method. Xiaomi is not trying to beat Europe with a louder engine or a more emotional badge. It is attacking the physics of the super SUV with battery chemistry, structural integration, aerodynamic computation, and digital torque control. That is why this vehicle matters. Because if a consumer technology company can make mass behave like software, then the old European formula is no longer sacred. It is exposed. And today, we're going to take it apart piece by piece. The first layer of this story is power. But power alone is not what makes the Xiaomi YU7 GT dangerous. On paper, the numbers already sound unreal. A vehicle weighing roughly 2,460 kilograms is being pushed by a dual-motor electric system, producing about 738 kilowatts, nearly 990 horsepower. That is the kind of output once reserved for exotic combustion machines, track-focused supercars, or limited production engineering flexes. But inside a tall electric SUV, that number becomes something else entirely. It becomes a stress test for the entire idea of performance. Because generating electric power is only the beginning. The real question is whether the machine can survive its own violence. When a high-voltage EV demands that much current, the battery pack becomes a battlefield. Heat builds inside the cells. Chemical stability begins to matter more than marketing claims. If the thermal system cannot remove that heat fast enough, performance drops, degradation accelerates, and the car's headline numbers become temporary theater. That is where Xiaomi's partnership with CATL becomes critical. The YU7 GT uses a 101.7 kilowatt-hours ternary lithium battery pack. But the important part is not just capacity. It is how that energy is protected, cooled, and controlled under repeated high-load demand. Think of it less like a battery and more like a pressurized chemical reactor. Every hard acceleration, every high-speed run, every brutal corner exit forces heat through the system. Xiaomi's answer is a dense thermal management network using liquid cooling pathways and carefully routed channels to pull heat away from the cells before it becomes a crisis. This is where the old combustion argument begins to weaken. A V8 or V12 can deliver emotion, sound, and legacy. But after repeated abuse, heat soak becomes the enemy. Intake temperatures rise, oil temperatures climb, power starts to fade. The YU7 GT is built around a different principle, not just producing violent power, but repeating it. And in the new performance, war repeatability is the real weapon. But power and cooling only solve the first problem. The second problem is more brutal. How do you stop a 2.4-ton SUV from twisting itself apart when nearly 990 horsepower hits the chassis? This is where the YU7 GT stops behaving like a conventional electric SUV. In the old design logic, the battery pack is often treated as a burden. It is a massive block mounted underneath the cabin, useful for energy storage, but dangerous for dynamics. It lowers the center of gravity, yes, but it also adds weight that the body must carry control and resist every time the vehicle dives into a corner. Xiaomi's answer is not to hide the mass, it is to weaponize it. The YU7 GT is built around a structural philosophy tied to cell-to-body architecture, where the battery is no longer just cargo attached beneath the vehicle. The pack becomes part of the load-bearing skeleton. The upper cover of the battery can function as part of the cabin floor, allowing the energy system to merge directly with the body structure. That changes the physics. Instead of a heavy battery hanging beneath the car like dead metal, the pack becomes a stressed member. It helps resist bending. It helps resist twisting. It spreads road forces through the body, more cleanly turning mass into reinforcement. Then Xiaomi adds the material layer. The vehicle's structure is described around hot-stamped ultra-high-strength steel, reaching up to 2,200 megapascals. That number matters because torsional rigidity is not an abstract engineering brag. It decides whether the suspension can do its job, whether the tires stay loaded correctly, and whether the body remains calm when the driver asks the impossible from a machine this heavy. This is why the YU7 GT is not simply chasing European super SUVs with more electric power. It is attacking one of their deepest assumptions that performance handling must come from mechanical tuning layered on top of a heavy platform. Xiaomi is trying to move the performance into the skeleton itself. In this architecture, the battery is not just the fuel tank of the electric age. It is the spine. Now comes the problem every performance SUV has tried to outrun and never fully escaped air. A large SUV is not naturally aerodynamic. It is tall. It is wide. It has a blunt front, a large cabin, big tires, and enough frontal area to make high speed feel like a fight against a moving wall. At normal highway speeds, this is inefficient. At 150 miles per hour, it becomes violent. Air slams into the nose, separates around the body, forms turbulence behind the tail, and creates an invisible hand pulling the vehicle backward. For decades, the old solution was simple: add more engine, more displacement, more cylinders, more boost, more fuel. If drag fought harder, the engine fought harder. That was the European super SUV formula. Xiaomi is using a different weapon: computation. The YU7 GT claims a drag coefficient of just 0.245, an extremely aggressive figure for a vehicle this large, this tall, and this performance-oriented. The point is not that the SUV suddenly becomes weightless. The point is that Xiaomi is trying to reduce the amount of air the vehicle has to fight at speed. Every surface becomes part of the equation. The body is shaped with a water drop logic guiding airflow instead of simply punching through it. Internal air ducts and strategically placed vents are used to control pressure. Flush door handles reduce disturbance along the side. Frameless mirrors clean the airflow around the cabin. The rear diffuser and dynamic ducktail spoiler are not decoration. They are attempts to manage the boundary layer, reduce lift, and create stability without relying on a massive fixed wing. This matters because aerodynamics is not just about top speed. It affects range, thermal load, tire stability, cabin noise, braking confidence, and how much energy the vehicle wastes every second it moves through air. In the old world, an SUV fought the atmosphere with brute force. The YU7 GT tries to negotiate with it through mathematics. And that is exactly why the threat is bigger than horsepower. Straight-line speed is the easy part to understand. The harder question is what happens when a vehicle this heavy has to change direction. A 2.4-ton SUV does not naturally want to corner. It wants to push wide. It wants to lean. It wants to transfer weight violently from one side to the other. The tires are asked to carry mass grip, braking force, acceleration force, and lateral load all at the same time. At that moment, horsepower becomes almost irrelevant. The real battle is control. This is where the old European performance formula depended on mechanical genius. Heavy-duty differentials, active anti-roll systems, complex suspension geometry, and years of chassis tuning were used to make mass feel less terrifying. It was brilliant engineering, but it was still fundamentally reactive. A mechanical system waits for force, slip load, or motion, then responds. The Xiaomi YU7 GT moves the fight into software. With rear axle digital torque vectoring and an active ride stability system, The vehicle does not need to wait for a traditional mechanical differential to shuffle torque through gears and clutches. Its processors can read traction wheel speed, body movement, and driver input at extremely high speed, then command the electric motors to adjust torque almost instantly. That matters because electric motors are not just power sources. They are control devices. They can add, subtract, and redirect force with a precision no combustion drivetrain can naturally match. Pair that with air suspension, carbon, ceramic braking hardware, and regenerative braking, and the mission becomes clear: hide the mass before the driver feels it. The software is trying to make a tall, heavy SUV behave smaller than it is. Not by magic, by calculation. This is the deeper threat to Europe. For generations, the super SUV was protected by the mystique of mechanical tuning. The idea that only old performance houses understood how to make weight dance. But if software can predict traction faster than gears can react, then the mechanical differential is no longer the crown jewel. It becomes the delay. And in the digital performance era, delay is death. But there is a dangerous truth underneath all this performance. When a company puts nearly 990 horsepower into a 2.4-ton family-sized SUV, safety cannot remain a checklist. It cannot be treated as an afterthought behind acceleration numbers, lap time language, or marketing drama. At this weight and speed, kinetic energy becomes enormous. A mistake is no longer small. A delayed reaction is no longer acceptable. That is why the YU7 GT's safety story matters. The same structural logic that supports performance also becomes part of the protection strategy. The ultra-high-strength steel structure, described around the 2,200 megapascal range, is not just there to make the chassis feel sharp. It is there to preserve the survival cell when violent force enters the body. The goal is simple: let the outer structure deform, redirect and absorb energy, while keeping the passenger space intact. Inside, the restraint system adds another layer. Multiple airbags, including front center protection, are designed for the ugly reality of high-energy crashes. Not just frontal impact, but side impact, occupant movement, and the possibility of passengers colliding with each other inside the cabin. Then comes the invisible armor sensors, cameras, lidar, and Xiaomi Pilot. In the old model, safety began when the driver reacted. In the new model, safety begins before the driver fully understands the threat. The vehicle watches the road maps, the environment reads surrounding movement, and uses computation to reduce risk before metal meets metal. This is the uncomfortable lesson for legacy performance SUVs. Once vehicles become this fast and this heavy, safety is no longer just engineering after impact. It becomes prediction. And prediction is another arena where software begins to replace tradition. Now put the pieces together. A 2.4-ton electric SUV, nearly 990 horsepower, a claimed 300 kilometers per hour top speed, a 101.7 kilowatt-hours CATL battery pack, a structure built around cell-to-body integration, ultra-high-strength steel described at the 2,200 megapascal level, a drag coefficient claimed at 0.245, digital torque vectoring, predictive safety, lidar, AI-assisted driving logic. Individually, each one sounds like a technical feature. Together, they become an industrial warning. For decades, Europe's super SUV empire was protected by three walls: combustion mastery, motorsport heritage, and chassis mystique. Lamborghini could point to emotion. Ferrari could point to bloodline. Porsche could point to decades of engineering discipline. The message was always the same: performance is not something a consumer electronics company can simply walk in and understand. But Xiaomi is challenging that belief directly. The YU7 GT does not attack the Porsche Cayenne Turbo GT, Ferrari Purosangue, or Lamborghini Urus by copying their formula. It attacks the formula itself. Europe used combustion to overpower mass. Xiaomi uses battery chemistry to sustain output. Europe used mechanical tuning to manage weight. Xiaomi uses structural integration and software control. Europe used brand mythology to defend the emotional value of the machine. Xiaomi answers with computation. That is why this is bigger than one vehicle. If Xiaomi can build a luxury performance SUV, where the battery is the spine, the airflow is calculated, the torque is digitally redirected, and the safety system predicts before the driver reacts, then the battlefield has shifted. The old advantage was craftsmanship over metal. The new advantage is control over data chemistry software and manufacturing integration. This does not mean Europe has suddenly forgotten how to build great cars. That would be a lazy conclusion. The deeper truth is more uncomfortable. The definition of a great car is moving. And if the definition moves faster than the legacy brands can adapt, then heritage stops being a shield. It becomes a weight. The same weight Xiaomi is trying to make disappear. The Xiaomi YU7 GT is not important because it is another fast electric SUV. It is important because it shows where performance is moving. For the old super SUV empire, mass was something to overpower. You added cylinders. You added displacement. You added mechanical complexity. You added heritage emotion and noise until the weight felt acceptable. But the new formula is colder. Measure the airflow. Cool the chemistry. Fuse the battery into the body. Read the road faster than the driver. Move torque before the chassis fully reacts. Turn mass from a punishment into a controlled variable. That is the real industrial message behind this machine. The future of the super SUV may not be decided by the loudest engine, the oldest badge, or the most dramatic exhaust note. It may be decided by the company that can integrate energy structure software and prediction into one moving system. And if a consumer technology company can do that to Europe's most protected performance category, then the warning is no longer theoretical. The mechanical super SUV era is not fading politely. It is being replaced